Regret is worse than failure. This is the one mindset shift that completely changed everything for me because I used to be so scared of what people thought. I wouldn't post any videos. My Instagram was private. And then one day I started making comedy skits and that completely changed my whole life because now a lot of my friends are from content creation and I center my whole life around doing what I love, which is making videos. And that might be the same for you. If you have this inclination of doing it, then you should do it because you might be really good at it. Because the fact that you have a desire to do it is enough to get started because you can always improve. So many people don't get started because they think the videos won't be good or that people will judge them or that they'll get a negative comment. Guess what? The videos probably won't be good, people will judge you, and you will get the negative comment. But if you keep going, then this could be something that's so meaningful to you that could change lives, that could change your life 100%, 100%. If you do this consistently, it will change your life. And then it could also change other people's lives because you have a message, you have something to say. So don't go your whole life not sharing the things that you have to say because you only get one life. So don't live it in regret because so many people, they get to their deathbed and they regret not trying. They regret not pursuing their passions. They regret not taking the risk, not starting the business, not asking out the girl. But very few people regret giving an effort to doing something that they truly wanted to do. Because failure is worse than regret. Sorry, regret is worse than failure. Because it's okay to fail. It's okay to not succeed because it's like, at least you're trying. That's such a powerful mindset to have, to look back at your life and be like, at least I tried. Yeah, maybe it didn't work out. Maybe I never got the viral YouTube video, or maybe, I don't know, I didn't become the famous actor, but at least I tried. And like, I'm not saying to completely quit your job and forget about money and just pursue your passions. No, I'm saying to do this strategically. Like, you can still pursue your passions while you are paying the bills, but it's about making the sacrifices to spend your time actually valuing the things that you truly want to do. Because if you truly want to do it, then in a sense, you could think of it as something you were meant to do. If you feel meaning in doing this thing, you can think of it in a sense as something you were meant to do. Because why else would you find it meaningful? So if you do the things that you find meaning in, those are the things you are meant to do. Because you don't want to, just trust me, you don't want to look back at your life and regret. You don't want to regret any more time that you're wasting. Because 5 years from now, if you don't do it, if you don't get started, you'll feel even worse than you do now. So it's like, don't wait around to get started. Just post the video. Of course it'll be bad, whatever. Just post it, continue to get better at it, focus on the things you can improve, and just build it into your routine because, yeah, it's uncomfortable at first, it's uncomfortable making videos, but then you build momentum and it becomes a lot easier. Then you start to get better speaking on camera, you start to get better editing if that's what you want to do. You get better just coming up with ideas. Like, these things are all skills that you develop over time. And the more you do it, the more time you put into it, the faster you develop the skills, and the faster you develop the skills, the easier it gets, and the easier it gets, the more fun it gets. And then you start to get positive rewards. You start to get the positive comment that said, this video really helped me. And then that's enough to keep you going. And you keep going even though you feel slightly uncomfortable. But all of that decreases over time. And it's never going to be 100% easy, but meaningful things are never 100% easy. Like, if you're playing a video game, and you're playing the easiest level that you could beat in your sleep, it's almost not worth playing. It's not fun, it's not challenging. You want to play the game to where it's somewhat challenging, but you know you can make some progress in it. And if you have a desire to make videos, guess what your challenge is? Making your first video, posting your first video, overcoming the fear of people judging you. So just break it down to whatever the next step is. The next step might be just like turning your social media accounts from private to public. That was the first step for me because I remember my Instagram was private. I would never add a family member because I was like, okay, the first hurdle that I have to get over is friends and family members like seeing just my regular pictures. So I turned my Instagram public and then I started making content. Because the next step was just posting it, even though I felt so uncomfortable. I felt so cringe making a comedy skit because it wasn't even good. And I knew it wasn't good, but it was the best that I could do at the time. And since that, it's changed my life, and it can completely change your life too if you just have the courage to start and the consistency to keep going. And if you don't stop, eventually you figure it out. Or if you don't figure it out, then you spent your whole life doing something you're passionate about, which is a good thing anyway. So even though it won't be easy at first, over time it gets easier. And the whole time, I think it'll be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.